Find the equation of the line given. For number 8, it says P is 2, 1, and M is 4, and that means my slope there. So what this would mean is I have to think about that slope-intercept form. And I know that that's y equals mx plus b. So that means, knowing that y equals mx plus b, that would mean I would just have to plug in my information. So I have my m already, so I just plug that in. And then I also have my x and I have my y here. So I just plug that in as well. So that means my y is going to be 1, my m is 4, my x is 2 plus b. And now I can find my y-intercept. So this is going to be 1 equals 8 plus b. And then when I subtract 8, my b is actually going to equal -7. So now I have the equation of a line here. So that's going to be y equals, my m is 4, x, and all I really needed here was b, and my b is -7. So there is the answer for the first one. So let's try the next one now. Okay, now this one says the slope is 0. So that means my m is 0, containing the point 4, 3. So this doesn't really change anything here. This really is just the same problem. So I have y equals mx plus b, and my y is 3 equals my m is 0, and my x is 4. And then I have plus b here. So this is really 3 equals, and this turns out to be a 0 here, plus b. So this means b equals 3. So my formula, or my equation then is, my m is 0, so 0 times x, and then my b is plus 3. So now what happens here is, what's 0 times x? 0. For any x, it wouldn't matter what it is. So this is really y equals 3. This is my answer for this one. Now this y equals 3 is one of my special lines. These are horizontal lines, because think about this. If I have this here and I have a straight line this way, then what's my slope going to be? Well, it's not increasing, right? It's not positive, so it's not going this way. It's not negative, it's not going that way, going downward. It's going straight across, and it has a 0 slope. So when I see any y equals some number, I should automatically know that I'm dealing with a horizontal line. So if I had y equals 4, that's a horizontal line at y equals 4. Very simple to graph those once I understand that. But I have to understand that first. Okay, next one. Let's do the last one here. There's one more. Couldn't see it. This one says, find the equation of the line given the slope is undefined, containing the point 3, 6. So now this is another special line here where my slope is undefined. So if my slope this way is 0, my slope undefined is going to be straight up and down. So it's what we call a vertical line. So anytime I see the characteristic where slope is undefined, that tells me right away I'm dealing with a vertical line. And I'm not going to use any I'm not going to use the y equals mx plus b here. I just know that my x is going to equal some number. And that number is going to be a vertical line. So that x, so I just come here, what is it for this point? That point is 3. So that tells me here, x equals 3. And that's the equation of that line. Now that's a weird line, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you this. So let's plot the point 3, 6. So 1 over 3 and then up 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's going to put me here. That's going to be my point. Now what I was saying here was, is that this is going to be a vertical line since my slope is undefined. Now watch what happens here. So I draw this vertical line here, and that's what it gives me. Now this has the point 3, 6 on it, and my slope is undefined. So what is this line here? X equals 3. So when I look at this, see 1, 2, 3, there it is. That's why I only picked the x value when I thought about x equals. It works the other way as well. So if I was drawing a horizontal line here, the last problem, if I look at that one, that was y equals 3. Now, if you look at the y value, that y value was 3, wasn't it? So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to plot that point 4, 3 there. Okay, so I'm going to put that point 4, 3 there. So I go over 4 and up 3, it's going to be here. So there's the point. And since the slope is 0, guess what? It's going to give me this line here, which this line is y equals 3. So, and then my other equation is x equals 3. So that's dealing with these vertical and horizontal lines. And again, if it's a horizontal line, my slope is 0. If it's a vertical line, my slope is undefined.